welcome to another edition of International Soccer Break. I'm your host, Sahil, and Rahi and Roy live from Nashville, Tennessee. And you boys were at the game yesterday, so let's dive directly into that. It was quite a domination. I assume it was a fun experience for all U.S. men's national team fans in attendance.
It was an extremely fun first half, an incredible game on many levels, and then it was a second half that you could have slept through, I think, which is about appropriate. And it was actually appropriate considering the stadium was about half full, unfortunately. So kind of equates to the half and half situation. Great performance, but still a lot of question marks, and I think we'll get to that.
If the stadium's half full, Roy, did you guys sit next to each other, or you made sure there was some seats between you guys?
We unfortunately sat next to each other. Rocky here kept passing gas. It was very unfortunate for me and all the other people we went with.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'm sure it's good that there weren't that many people in the stadium. But anyway, overall,
maybe that's why.
Yeah. So let's talk briefly about the game as a whole, and then we'll kind of get into the window. So, what do you have to say? The Gio show?
The Gio show it was. The Gio show it was. First of all, the stadium is beautiful, so it should have been full. Incredible stadium. Gio came to play, and the nice thing was, look, there's been a lot of storylines about Gio and Greg and Gio. I think we could put that all to bed now. A big performance in a big moment. 2 good goals. Yes, they were easy finishes. The one's an indirect free kick. One's sort of a scuffed play in the box so the ball just opens up for him. But you have to say, he has the skill to do those kinds of things, and it's nice to see him have his moment.
Yeah, I'm not as excited as you guys are about this game. I thought it was a very strong first half, but it's the same damn story as always. Is the U.S. has a good half, and then they have a bad half. It was the same thing against Germany, except we played a team that could punish. This was the worst Ghana team I have ever seen since I've watched this sport. Ghana is ranked below a couple teams we recently played, including Uzbekistan, Oman, and I think that's right. They looked far worse than Uzbekistan, about as bad as Oman, maybe a little worse. And I don't give much credit to the U.S. in this game. Yes, we didn't play to our opponent's level, but Gio's goals, those aren't goals against a good team.
Yeah,
simply, we don't get that indirect free kick. The first Gio's goal where he's completely alone with like 3 seconds to decide how to blast it to which corner of the goal to blast it from 5 yards out. That doesn't happen against a good team. Balogun's turn was so slow on that goal. Again, a good defender does not allow that to happen. For me, every single goal was not a goal against a good team. None of those would have gone in against Germany. None of those would have happened. So I don't know what to take from this. I treat this as playing a team like Honduras, playing a team like Trinidad, playing a team like Uzbekistan, because that's what Ghana looked like. They look just as bad.
Yeah.
But you played the opponent on the field, and I thought it was dominant. and Balogun looked excellent.
In one half.
And Dwyer, Pulisic, Balogun, Reyna. Those 4 together look dangerous.
Yeah. Okay, so that's from the game. Just expand that out for the window as a whole. So let's talk about this now moving forward. You know, one excellent first half against Ghana, one pretty strong half against Germany, and then a kind of lackluster half against Ghana, and then an awful half against Germany in the first match. So what do we got? Like, what are we taking away from this?
Well, I think you got to come into this with multiple data points, not just the U.S. performances, but look at Mexico, who played the same opponents, because that's an important comparison to make. Now, Mexico beat this Ghana team. We did as well. We were very good against this Ghana team. But against Germany, Mexico got a draw, and we were steamrolled in the second half. So it's pretty clear now that with Greg Berhalter as the coach and with these players, we're good enough to steamroll opponents that fall in the bottom half. Teams that are elite in the top 10, we get steamrolled. So our ceiling is very clear right now, and it's very concerning.
Yeah.
We're about at that midway point, and we have enough data points to show bad teams, good performances. Good teams, bad performances. I'm really very concerned, and we'll see. Can the players grow? Can the coach grow? The one shining star we have is that England performance in the World Cup. Other than that, this is who we are.
Yeah. Listen, I'm happy we played the way we did in the first half. I think we need to dominate teams like that. We need to dominate against bad teams because most of the teams we play in our region are bad teams, but we don't typically dominate. We typically do quite poorly against Panama, against Honduras, against El Salvador. We were at the game, Rocky, against El Salvador. Berhalter insists on building out of the back. And I don't think that's the way forward in Copa America. I don't think that's the way forward against a top 20 team in the world, because I think we're going to get eaten alive. We got eaten alive against Germany in that second half because we kept trying to build out of the back. They didn't punish us as much as they should have. It should have been 7-1 based on the amount of chances of quality.
Yeah.
It's a good point. I mean, can we agree we're a better team than Mexico right now?
Yes. I don't know. Based on
we are a
That's
better team than Mexico. But Mexico,
the last couple of years,
I saw the, obviously you guys were at the game. I saw some of the games. I had both games on. What Mexico did against Germany that was very smart that we don't do is they do that the style of play where they press high and they press hard. So you know, that's why Mexico is effective against Germany, and they've always been effective against Germany in the last 5-6 years, because there was a tenacity to their game. They were going hard in tackles, and every time Germany was trying to win the ball, they were going to get challenged for the ball and stuff. So that's what we need to do more of against top tier teams.
It's a problem. We are a better team.
System, man. We don't shift depending on opponents.
Exactly. That's a problem in tactics. If we are a better team than Mexico, we beat Mexico, and yet they're able to adapt and play a Germany team way better than we played them. That's a problem. That's a big problem.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. So let's end with this. We have Trinidad now coming up in the Nations League. So a little revenge. We can kick them out of Copa America, or they eliminate us again from Copa America if we don't win. But yeah,
back-to-back eliminations by Trinidad. Let's do it, boys.
That would be something. But overall, just finish with this. Give an overall. I know Roy has trouble with the grading system, but give an overall grade for the U.S. national team.
You have trouble with the grading.
I mean, it's a C. It's a C. It's
I'm giving the U.S. Yeah. Is it this window? Are we grading them in this window or grading them in the last game?
This window.
Well, yes, to what? This window. This window, I'm going to give the U.S. it's got to be a 6.9. 6.9. Don't make that face, Rocky, you dirty-minded fool. I see you. I see what you're thinking over there.
All the numbers.
Okay, so Rahi gave them a C. Roy gives them a D+. I think that's
a D+, because it was such a horrible second half against Germany. It was a terrible second half against Ghana, but Ghana's just bad. Ghana's terrible. They couldn't punish us. So 2 terrible halves, you can't have that, man. You can't have that. You've got to be more consistent.
Okay.
It's fine, but we got to be better. Like, this is not what we need to take a next step. We know that. We know this about ourselves already. This we already knew. We didn't learn anything new.
Well, enjoy Nashville, your time there. Have some, I don't know what Nashville's specialty is.
Hot chicken, man. Hot chicken.
Hot chicken.
Come on. You know this, Sahil.
No, I don't know what hot chicken is, but
it's chicken that's hot. It's very hot.
Yeah. I've heard that we do have that here in
use your
LA,
deductive skills.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like the U.S. national team. I had a good first half of the show. The second half, struggling here.
Start to taper off a little bit.
Struggling and taper off. But all right, all the U.S. fans out there, I think it's worth saying, go USA. They earned it with some fantastic goals. You can see some of that media out in our social media with Roy cheering and Rahi cheering and all that kind of stuff.
Where's Roy going? Uh-oh.
Roy is going on an excursion here. And oh, look at that. The twins.
Oh, man.
The twins are there. Look at that. Look how
handsome he is in person.
Man, Roy's last little bit.
How cute. We'll end the show on that. And what a lovely moment between the two of you guys. But it was a beautiful moment. But all right, as always, go USA. Vamos USA. And Roy's connection's lost. He's back.
Vamos USA.
Let's go.